Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome back to another full day of eating. I can't believe it's almost the end of summer. I can't believe I'm saying that. I feel like I say this every year in a video, but I don't even feel like the summer started this year and now it's almost finished. And I'm very confused. Yeah, as I was saying before my camera died, 5 seconds into the video, I don't know where summer went this year, but I feel like I'm clinging on for it for dear life. During the summer, I was eating very high raw, not fully raw, like I've never been fully raw. Yeah, just a lot more fresh fruit, a lot more big, refreshing salads, still eating a lot of fat and protein as always. And to be honest, that hasn't changed that much, even though the weather's a little bit cooler now. So to start this video, I'm actually gonna start by making lunch, and then we're gonna go back to breakfast. Just go with it. I'm not hungry enough to eat breakfast yet, but the lunch I'm gonna make requires a little bit of preparation. It's actually my favorite. I think I know I've made like 10 different potato salads on this channel before, but this one is by far my favorite. It's the best, healthiest summer sweet potato salad. It's a Mexican-inspired sweet potato salad. So much flavor, so much nutrition, so much color. Yeah, this sweet potato salad is best eaten cold. So whenever I make it, it does require a little bit of like conveyor belt action to make it, but like no skill involved. It's just chopping, compiling, tossing, dressing, applying to face, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, even when it's just for me, I always make a big batch, so it kind of lasts me 2 to 3 days. And I love to, what do I love to do with it? I mean, obviously I love to eat it, but I love to like put it on big, crispy romaine boats and then just send it down the chute. I think out of all the potato salads I've made, this is probably the one I've seen you guys recreating the most. And honestly, if I'm being honest, it's the one I make the least. I don't know why. I don't know why. I think it's because in general, I don't like black beans. I just like them in this potato salad, so yeah. You know how much I love sweet potato. In fact, I'm just addicted to all orange things. Carrots, Sharon fruit, persimmon, even though people say they're the same thing, but they're not. Cantaloupe, sweet potato, butternut squash, pumpkin. I just love orange things. Hence why, I mean, I'm a little bit better now. I'm just always a little bit tanned anyway. But hence why I actually went orange in the summer, because of so many Sharon fruits. All right, so I have just washed my sweet potatoes. You can also make this with white flesh sweet potatoes, purple sweet potatoes. In fact, you could even make this with regular sweet potatoes, but I think it's better with the orange ones. I mean, I've only tried it with the orange ones, but now you guys know whenever I make sweet potato, I love to roast it. I just think it brings out the flavor more. It gets a lot more sweet. I love the crispy skin and then the really squishy interior, but I have noticed that when you roast cubes, it kind of seals off the flesh, if you know what I'm saying, like gives it an outer layer, and that kind of inhibits it from absorbing all of the dressing and all of the flavors from the other ingredients. So what we need to do for this salad is steam these up first and then just allow them to cool. I have been chopping these veggies for the last 6 hours, guys, you have no idea. And I've actually worked up an appetite for breakfast now, which is good. Anyways, just to give you some visuals of the basics that go in this salad. So I've got some black beans. These are just rinsed and drained from a can. Some finely diced red onion. You do need that sharpness in the salad. Some fresh sweet corn. I say fresh, this is from a can as well, just rinsed and drained. I have got some sweet bell peppers. The bell peppers that I use are the long kind of, you know the long ones that look like chilies? They're basically just like 10 times sweeter, so whenever I use red peppers, I always buy them. And here I've got some little diced plum tomatoes and lots of fresh coriander, otherwise known as cilantro. And you do need a lot of this. Don't just think of it as like a little garnish. This is like a main component of the salad. It gives so much like tangy, pungent flavor that you need. Gonna be using the juice of 2 whole fresh limes. This is a very limey salad. And of course, you cannot have a Mexican salad or any kind of salad, in my opinion, without some good, creamy Hass avocado. Although this one does look a little bit dull, but it'll have to do. All right, so into a big bowl, in go the black beans and onion, corn, the tomatoes, and the coriander. Cilantro. Do you know what, actually guys, I did leave some of the stems in there, which to be honest are really gonna piss me off later when they get stuck in my teeth, but I just did not have the energy this morning to pick them all out. Do you know what I mean? The stalks of coriander and parsley are just, I don't know. I don't think there's anything quite like it that pisses me off so much. Some of the bell pepper. I'm gonna dress and toss this first before I add in the sweet potatoes. I'm gonna add them in while they're still warm so they kind of soak up more of the flavor. So lots of freshly cracked black pepper. Lots of salt, as always. Oh shit, I forgot about the avocado. The avocado! Gosh, the amount of nourishment in this bowl. I swear, so many antioxidants. If you eat this, you're probably just gonna like levitate and take off and go to the moon. Disclaimer, I've warned you. Eat this at your own risk, guys. So I did say lime juice, but this salad also needs some garlic infused olive oil. You don't have to use oil. You could use a little bit of tahini, which I'm gonna use when I serve this anyway. And if you're not using garlic infused olive oil or any kind of olive oil, make sure you put in some fresh garlic because it does need the flavor. All of the fresh lime. That's the thing I love about contrast. Like, I feel like the ultimate contrast is something really sour, like lime, against the really, really sweet bell peppers and sweet potatoes, which should be ready to chuck in by now. And don't worry if, while you're tossing this, the sweet potato kind of starts to break down and get a little bit mushy. That's what you want. You want it. You want the sweetness to kind of emulsify is not the right word. Is amalgamate the right word? You want them to be squishy so that basically their flesh kind of lends a sweetness to the sauce and also thickens it. If you know what I'm saying. I feel like I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm trying to explain it, but I'm not getting it right. I'm gonna set this aside to cool. And let's get on to breakfast. Guys, do you know what? I just realized this plant outside my house, like at the front of my house, which is part of my house, is a rosemary plant. Is it rosemary? Is it thyme? I didn't even realize it was here until my friend came around the other day and they were like, Miles, do you know you've got a huge rosemary bush? Why don't you use it for cooking? And I was like, what? Like, I actually had no idea. Are we focused? Okay, all right, so time for breakfast, even though I've already made lunch. Confusing, isn't it? So this is the treat I was talking about earlier. I think I told you I bought myself a treat. I call it a treat because I never buy papaya in the UK for two reasons. Number one, the papaya we get here in most grocery stores is just, in regular grocery stores here, do you hear that? The next door neighbors have not mowed their lawn for the last 4 years. And as soon as I start filming, so fucking rude. Anyway, yeah, the reason I don't buy papaya like from regular grocery stores in the UK is because they're always unripe. They literally taste of feet, because I'm sure everyone knows that eats papaya. If you get a good one, it's like pure heaven. It actually reminds me of, does anyone remember those candies called Parma Violets? They kind of taste like vanilla, the little purple ones. It tastes like that when you get a good one. But I bought this big one from my local Arabic shop the other day. I don't know where they import them from, but it is kind of soft. So I'm hoping it's sweet. Also, I've got a big bowl, actually it's a pretty small bowl, of fresh rasps. These are locally grown, did not pick them myself. I always talk about how blessed we are in the UK throughout the summer to get all of the berries, but this year, guys, anyone else from the UK, comment down below if you felt the same thing, but the berries this year were the most disappointing thing ever. Like, the strawberries were only sweet like 1 time out of 10. The one berry that has not let me down is rasps. I feel like rasps never let me down. Probably because they're not supposed to be sweet anyway, right? So even if you get a sour one, you're just like, you know? Better be a sweet one. I feel like it is, ooh, it looks kind of pink, kind of orange, kind of good. Oh, look at that beauty. Now guys, are you team eat the seeds or not eat the seeds? Because I most certainly do not eat the seeds. My girlfriend does, and I was like, I don't know if I can accept that. Like, that was almost it. Like, we almost ended it right there. But apparently they're very good for you. So they actually taste of poison, which is just, in my opinion, a sign to say, don't eat me. All right, so let's see if this was worth the £3.50 I spent on it. Smells really sweet. That is absolutely beautiful. Like, really, like, beautiful. It's like, hold on. That is sweet. That is sweet. Like, sweet, sweet. Also, don't they call papaya, like, I know in some languages it's called pawpaw, and I swear they call it king of fruits. Does that mean if I was a fruit, I'd be a papaya? But yeah, I'm gonna wolf down both halves and the rasps, and I'll see you at lunch. Before I have lunch, I'm just gonna show you my B12, which I take, I was gonna say I take it every day. That would be a lie because I forget to take it every single day. Should be taking it every single day. Recently in a video I was talking about like what supplements I take, and I mentioned that like as a vegan, obviously I take B12, and a couple of people were like, yeah, but Miles, B12 is not just a vegan issue, it's a global issue, like even meat eaters are deficient. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying I speak as a vegan that I need B12. I would tell meat eaters to try and go vegan, and then as a vegan, you need to take B12. You see? All thought about. Now, obviously I'm aware that it's not just a vegan issue, and I used to work in clinical nutrition. Most people that were tested in the clinics I worked in were always deficient in B12, so it's always wise to take a good supplement. This one tastes really fruity. So I have plated myself up some of that beautiful sweet potato salad. I also gave it a good drizzle of sriracha just for a little bit of kick. I have to say, this is my all-time favorite cold salad. Out of all the cold pasta salads I've made, potato salads, this one. However, of course it does need some proper runny liquid gold. Would you look at that texture, guys? Drinkable, not even pourable. May as well just drink it at this point. Gonna give us a good drizzle of the gold stuff. This is just for starters, guys. Like, I swear the only reason I have romaine is so that I can like put tahini all over the romaine boat and then put this on top. It's basically just an excuse to eat extra tahini. But you already knew that. It really pisses me off when romaine is kind of anemic and not green. It's kind of like iceberg, but at least it's refreshing and crunchy, if you know what I'm saying. Extra drizzle of liquid gold, and happily apply to face. Flavor out of this world. Also, you all know what's coming next. Alright guys, I am not gonna lie, it is now night time because I forgot about this, although you're gonna see this before you see me eating dinner, even though I ate it afterwards. I feel like this whole video has been a bit confusing like that. But anyways, today we are reviewing another one from this brand which I'm really loving at the moment called Munch Abunch. I'll leave their link down below. Again, not sponsored at all. Some companies, like I always just say, they have the guts to send me their jars for a brutal, honest ass review. I love their products because they're always clean, they're always simple, they don't add unnecessary crap like oil, which again, I'm not anti-oil, but you just don't need it in nut butters, and their stuff is always in, her stuff is always in glass jars. Yeah, I think I've rated all of hers pretty high so far, although this one is, now, I feel like I do need to make a whole rant about this, but just the word chai spiced, in fact just seeing the word spiced on things triggers me, because I know it's almost that time of year when people are going to be like, fall inspired recipes, or like 4 ways to use pumpkin and blah blah. It's like, we've seen it all before, please shut the fuck up, like get over it. There are only so many ways you can make pumpkin. But anyways, I guess this is kind of fall inspired, even though it's not fall. But yeah, this is chai spiced almond butter, and it's crunchy. And the ingredients are roasted almonds, cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, allspice. No salt, which I might add afterwards. Alright, texture is not that bad. It's not runny. Cheers. I feel like a Christmas candle just exploded in my mouth. That is fucking amazing. That is like, that's genius, that is absolutely genius. I'm absolutely gonna eat half of this jar right now. It does taste sweet, but there's nothing sweet added. I guess it's just the cinnamon and the ginger and the nutmeg. Don't know why I said ginger. Ginger isn't sweet. Almonds are sweet though, right? for a nut, if you know what I'm saying. Anyways, that was bomb. This is bomb. And I'll see you at dinner.